Anime has proliferated across the world, rightfully so, with magnificent animations and plots that keep you on your toes at all times, pondering over what might happen next. People that want to get into anime find it a little difficult, since it feels like a completely different realm of entertainment due to the difference in its art style and language. However, once you get used to it, there is barely any stopping. Just for you, we've gathered our top 10 best animes for starters, so you can finally get into the exciting world of anime. We think you already subscribe to our channel, or otherwise know you can subscribe to our channel on the bottom right. So let's get on with it without any more chit-chattering. Number 10. One Punch Man. Right off the bat, we begin our list with this action-packed anime, which was picked up by the very well-known animation studio Madhouse. This anime took the world by storm in 2015. Due to the extremely unique plot and mainly because of the main character. Saitama, who is a bald exercise addict, carries the show for the most part with his boring yet funny personality. You have probably seen him in different memes as he is an insanely popular character. Moreover, One Punch Man is a goofy anime with the heroes versus monsters dynamic, which I'm sure all of you like, and even if you don't, there are more than enough reasons to watch this anime. There have only been 2 seasons yet, so what are you waiting for? Number 9. Naruto. Next up on the list is Naruto, which is not only known by the anime fans, but it's almost as popular as Dragon Ball Z, which every other human being on this planet knows about. Written by the famous artist Masahi Kishimoto, Naruto was produced by Pierrot Studio in 2002. Yeah, you heard it right. There is indeed a lot of action in the anime, but it has much more to it than just action. The side characters of the series are so lovable that you might end up forgetting about the main cast. The entire scenery and the plot with it are extremely rewarding, considering that it's almost 720 episodes combined. It is a long yet ecstatic journey that you'll never forget your entire life. Number 8. Demon Slayer. Look at how popular this anime is at the moment. This is probably not the first time you're hearing of it. Produced by the studio Ufotable in 2020, it quickly grew in the ranks of the mainstream animes out there, and deservedly so. It has everything you can ask for from an anime. The animation is slick and poised. The art style perfectly captures the essence of its fantastic plot. The characters are likable. The best part about this anime is that it's only 24 episodes at the moment, so you can binge watch it without caring about the episode count. Though, if you're not a fan of a little amount of gore, this anime might be a little overwhelming. Number 7. Erased. At 7th place, we've got an unsung anime that went under the radar without ever surfacing on the mainstream scene. Produced by A1 Pictures in 2016, this anime got a lot less love than it deserved. If you're into mystery, there is no better anime that you can watch than Erased. The plot follows the story of a boy named Satoru, who can reverse certain events with the ability called Revival. I know, it sounds cool, but it's even cooler when you're watching the show. Things get a little chaotic right from the get-go, as this anime tries its hardest to get you on your toes at all times. It's only 12 episodes short and provides a satisfying conclusion, so there is no reason to miss out on it. Number 6. Vinland Saga. The name might sound familiar if you're into Norse mythology. Even if you're not, this anime holds up to the standards that make a beginner fall in love with anime. Produced by Wit Studio in 2019, it is set in the historical 1013 AD England. You might be imagining that it's another boring historical show, but it's far from that. The presentation of the historical events is so well done that you can sometimes forget that it's historical and ancient in the first place. Although it doesn't stay true to the actual history, the fighting scenes and the politics involved only makes it feel less fictional. It revolves around Thorfinn, who is the main character of the series, as you go on a 24-episode journey to witness his rage and despair. Put this on your watch list because it's really that good. Before we continue with an anime that's perfect to start with for the gamers among us, please hit the like button so we can keep creating these videos for you guys. Number 5. Re:Zero. Up next, we've got the beloved Re:Zero. If you're just starting and have played video games before, this might be the one for you. It was produced by the studio White Fox in 2016 and is still ongoing with S2 Second Core. The concept of this anime is really fascinating, as it's one of the very few animes that has successfully done justice to it. Subaru, the main character of the series, is just an ordinary human like anyone else. However, he was transported to a fantasy world far away from his home, but he is given power. Subaru can respawn after death. That sounds pretty awesome, right? The show is rather wholesome at the start, but progressively gets darker and darker. which brings about a rightly placed plot with decent character developments. As a gamer, there is no chance that you'll not like it. Number 4. The Promised Neverland. The Promised Neverland is the epitome of a mystery thriller anime. The first 18 minutes of the first episode is quite wholesome and childish, but by the end of the episode, the viewers are left dismayed and astonished. What happens afterward is even better, as the Cloverworks studio did a remarkable job at illustrating the emotions of the characters in the show. The anime follows the story of Emma, Ray, and Norman, who are in an orphanage, but after learning the truth of the world, they start to devise a plan to escape the orphanage at all costs. It's the type of anime where you're always anxious about what to come. Trust me, the horror vibes can honestly leave you terrified. Number 3. Haikyuu. Moving on from the horror, thriller, and action animes, for our first pick of the top 3, we have for you an incredible sports anime. As a beginner, I'm sure that you're surprised to hear about it, but I can assure you, Haikyuu is hyped up for a reason. No, it's not a football or a basket anime. It was purposefully made as a volleyball anime, since the writer wanted to popularize it. To top it off, it is made by none other than Production IG, who did a stunning job all around at capturing the fluidity of the sport in animation. While the plot and the animation hold up to the standards, what makes Haikyuu one of the best starter animes is the characters that are in it. They're so impressive that even if you're not enjoying one of the matches, the characters make sure to entertain you as much as possible. Number 2. Hunter x Hunter. A spectacle produced by Nippon Production. Hunter x Hunter holds a high stature in the shounen genre of anime. It has all the qualities that a monumental anime should have. It kicks off with the story of a child protagonist, Gon Freeses, who wants to become a hunter of the Hunter Association to find his father. The plot might sound a little peculiar from these lines, but trust me, it gets way more dark and intense after a few episodes. It has around 148 episodes of humor, action, adventure, and much more. There is nothing more you can ask from this anime because nothing is lacking. That is why we have chosen it to be in the second spot. Number 1. Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan easily takes the number 1 spot in this list. Often labeled as a masterpiece, Attack on Titan lived up to its hype in 2013, racking over millions of fans who instantly fell in love with it. Wit Studio devoted its attention towards Attack on Titan and produced arguably one of the greatest animes of all time, and that is not an overstatement in any shape or form. The first 2 seasons had some mixed reviews, which were eradicated when Season 3 dropped by. It swept the entire nation with a flawless plot, along with extraordinary soundtracks and animation. If you think that's all, I have news for you. The characters of the shows are well written and have such a fan following that you'd often see them trending on Twitter. The show is currently on Season 4, which is being produced by Mappa Studio and following the story of our protagonist, Eren Yeager, who began his life in a walled city due to the fear of titans that roam outside. There have been 65 episodes so far, and it keeps getting better and better, so missing out on it could end up being a terrible mistake. So get started, right now. That being said, these are all the top 10 best animes that we think are perfect for a beginner. Trust me, you won't be disappointed after watching any of them. Anyways, make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below which one do you plan on watching. And if you already have watched them, provide your opinion over it, as we'd love to read it. For more content like this, be sure to stick around. And until then, goodbye, and take care.